Meanwhile, at Turf Moor, we've just seen Chelsea run out 4-0 winners against third-bottom Burnley. It was a much improved second-half performance from your former side, Andy.
Yeah, much improved. They were labouring first half, but then as soon as Reece James chops back onto his right foot and fires that one into the far corner, you can see him here with lots of space to receive the ball. Eventually they work it out to him. He does very well here. Dwight McNeil doesn't do enough in front of him, really. Goes one way, then the other. Hits that hard, and once that happened, Owen, it was pretty much plain sailing.
He's class. Reece James is class, honestly. I mean, if he and Chilwell would have been fit all season, who knows? He'll probably be still in that title race. But Kai Havertz, he's the one as the centre forward. Now you think about all the money spent on Lukaku and Werner. He's the guy Thomas Tuchel goes to.
Yeah.
And the link-up play, I think he does from there is fantastic. Pulisic does great. Lovely ball at the back post. Physically, he's so strong, and that's a great header.
Seconds later, Havertz got himself a second. Rather unusual finish, this one.
Yeah, it was, because, again, good work from Reece James. And he doesn't see it, I don't think, until it goes past Collins, and then it hits his standing foot and just dribbles over the line. Doesn't matter how it goes in.
No.
He'll be just delighted that it's ended up getting in. But they got this overload down the right side again, and he sort of stumbles that, but it's good enough.
I suppose to Sean Dyche's frustration, Chelsea's fourth will go down as an error initially from a Burnley perspective.
Yeah, and it's one you don't normally see from Tarkowski. But look how easy it is for them to keep the ball. Burnley is so deep. They've not give up, but they're resigned to what's going to happen there. And he's just in a bad position, Tarkowski. If he's a couple of yards deeper, he faces it and he just clears it. But Chelsea were poor first half. They were exceptional in the second half.
As soon as they got the first goal, Burnley looked heavy-legged, didn't they? Their defensive work, that's kind of typified by that one from James Tarkowski in the end, but they looked like they were static defending. And Chelsea, once they started to move it about a bit quicker, were far too good.
It was always going to be tough for Burnley, but considering that's their fifth game in 15 days, you could start to tell towards the end when they were flagging. Yeah. OK, let's go around the grounds. 4 other games to bring up.
And make life difficult. So it took us a while in second half. I mean, maybe it just took a goal. Reece had the chance in the first half to open the game, and maybe it would have been the same, but it was not. They defended, and then the belief is on, and the crowd believes. And with the first goal, it was decisive, because we kept on going, gave us the belief, and we played more fluid, attacked more fluid, switched side better, and then it was a very strong half with an excellent result.
Was that your key message at half-time, to try and get the attack a bit more fluid? Because it was
yeah, and they had to step up. All 3 attackers had to step up. It was not enough. We did not ask enough questions to the defense, and we had a bit. We struggled a little bit to be intelligent in the spaces, when to be in the spaces, when to attack with a run, when to stay in the half space, and this was better in second half. It was a calm half time. It's just a reminder, and to do things better and with a bit more with a bit more passion in the opponent's box.
You mentioned our defending before the game and what we'd need to do for the unique challenge that Burnley posed. We did that pretty well, didn't we? Trevor and Thiago and Tony kept Weghorst pretty quiet.
Yeah. The back 3 was strong today, and Saul on a new position for him. He suffered for the team, and the 2-6 were very hard working to close the spaces for the second balls. It's what you need to do. We had one difficult moment where Edu did a little mistake here in the box, and so we were lucky there. And okay, then it can always happen that you suffer 2-3 set pieces, 2-3 corners in a row. That makes you feel maybe worse than it actually is. But they are dangerous, and it needs a lot of courage and a lot of mentality to defend the crosses and the set pieces, and what we did.
Great to have Reece back from the start for the first time in 2022, and then his goal kind of illustrated just what he gives us. Brilliant.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. There's so much quality, and that we lacked. I mean, it just shows you in the last 3 games what we missed for 10 weeks, almost 10 weeks. And it's the same on the left side. The wingbacks are crucial, and we miss our top wingbacks, Reece and Ben, for too long. And this can change any game. It can change a whole streak of results, because Reece is so decisive, and he came back with 3 very strong performances: Liverpool, Luton, and today. So very impressive, and let's keep his feet on the ground, and if he keeps on working, he's the kind of player that he wants to be.
Obviously, it's been a strange week. You must be so pleased with the response from
Yes,
your players.
I'm very, very happy with the 3 performances. Actually, okay, the result is the result in the Carabao Cup. We talked about it, but we were there, and we played a brilliant match of football. And then 3 days later, you arrive in Luton. The difference cannot be bigger. And again, we need to overcome adversity. Twice behind in the game, and we turn it around and win. Job done. And then you arrive 3 days later in Turf Moor, and again, it's good. It shows the character, and that's why I'm very proud. Shows the character. We are focused. We know what to do, and we are in a good. Since we come back from Abu Dhabi, it gets also in training and in the games better and better and better. It's the proof at the moment. We're strong. We play strong as a team, and we're getting back where we want to be. It's nice, and I'm proud because show a lot of character at the moment.
And finally, what we've done today is not only get a convincing win, but put down a marker for everybody around us for the rest of the weekend, because that's the benefit of playing before the teams around you in the table, isn't it? It puts the pressure on.
Didn't think about it too much, but now that we won it is like this, and we want to do it. I mean, we do it for ourselves, and the rest play for themselves. But still, it's good to have a win where things are clear and where you can have a good result, score a lot of goals, and control the match like this. It gives us a boost, and now we have to keep on going.
Well done, thanks for your time.
Lên tiếng thừa nhận, ông biết được đội bóng của mình đang phải chịu một vài lời chỉ trích. Điều đó khiến toàn đội hoang mang, mất tập trung trong bối cảnh trận chung kết đang tới gần và cả phần còn lại của mùa giải khi Chelsea đặt mục tiêu vô địch Champions League và kết thúc Premier League trong top 3. Như một động thái để cứu vãn tình hình, rạng sáng ngày Chủ nhật, trang chủ của Chelsea đã đăng tải lại bài phát biểu của Roman về việc từ chức chủ tịch của Chelsea, trao lại quyền quản lý cho một quỹ từ thiện của câu lạc bộ. Họ là những người tốt nhất có thể chăm sóc cho lợi ích của đội bóng, của cầu thủ và của người hâm mộ vào thời điểm này. Abramovich kết lại dòng thông báo ngắn gọn về quyết định của mình. Vạn sự
dài quá thật. Dài quá, và tôi nghe một đoạn mà tôi vẫn chưa thấy cái điều tôi cần nghe nó ở đâu. Lộ diện tỷ phú mua lại Chelsea.
Thưa quý vị và các bạn, tỷ phú Thụy Sĩ Hans-Jörg Wyss tiết lộ ông và 3 người khác đã nhận được lời đề nghị mua lại Chelsea từ ông chủ Roman Abramovich. Cụ thể, tỷ phú Hans-Jörg Wyss nói với tờ Blink của Thụy Sĩ, Abramovich đang cố gắng bán tất cả các biệt thự của mình ở Anh. Ông ấy cũng muốn thoát khỏi Chelsea một cách nhanh chóng. Và ngày hôm qua, mùng 1 tháng 3, tôi và 3 người khác đã nhận được lời đề nghị mua lại Chelsea từ Abramovich. Bây giờ tôi phải đợi 4 hoặc 5 ngày. Abramovich đòi giá quá cao. Bạn biết đấy, Chelsea đang nợ ông ấy 2 tỷ bảng nhưng lại không có tiền. Điều đó có nghĩa những ai mua Chelsea sẽ phải trả khoản này cho Abramovich. Ông Wyss,
ông này hình như là không
tuổi,
mấy nữa rồi mà nhỉ? Tưởng là ông chủ tịch mới là ông.
Chelsea will be bidding to make it 3 Premier League victories in a row when they travel to Turf Moor on Saturday afternoon to take on Burnley. The Blues are currently third in the table, 16 points behind leaders Manchester City with 2 games in hand, while Burnley occupy 18th, 1 point from 17th placed Everton ahead of this weekend's fixtures. Burnley's recent form has been impressive, picking up 7 points from 3 matches against Brighton and Hove Albion, Tottenham Hotspur and Crystal Palace between February 19th and February 26th, but they will enter this match off the back of a disappointing 2-0 home loss to Leicester City on Tuesday. The result left the Clarets in 18th position in the table, 1 point behind 17th placed Everton, who have a game in hand, while they are just 2 points behind 16th placed Leeds United and have a match spare on the Whites. Newcastle United have propelled themselves up the table in recent weeks, but Brentford and Leeds will certainly both be looking over their shoulders at a vital stage of the campaign, and Burnley have a huge match away to Brentford next weekend before opening April at home to Manchester City. Sean Dyche's side have only won 3 Premier League matches this season, which is the worst record in the division, but they have only lost 4 of their 12 fixtures at Turf Moor, drawing 6 times in the process. Burnley have also not beaten Chelsea in the Premier League since August 2017, when they won 3-2 at Stamford Bridge, but the points were shared in a 1-1 draw in London earlier this season, with Matej Vydra netting late to cancel out a first-half effort from Kai Havertz. Chelsea have not actually been in Premier League action since February 19th, when they recorded a 1-0 victory at Crystal Palace, but the Blues have played 3 times since that fixture at Selhurst Park. Indeed, they recorded a 2-0 win over Lille in the first leg of their last 16 Champions League clash on February 22nd, before losing on penalties to Liverpool in last weekend's EFL Cup final, which finished goalless.